Myth number 8 for implementing profit first into your business. Implementing it means cutting everything to the bone. No, that's the wrong way to go about things psychologically. That's a bit like going on a diet, and when people go on a weight loss diet, they cut out absolutely everything that they love and they get down to the bare bones of diet, eating lettuce 3 times a day and nothing else. That does not work for you, because what that takes is willpower to start with. And in fact, as humans, we don't have great willpower. What we need to put in place, and what Profit First does, is work with our psychology. It works with the behaviours that we already have. So that's why it's so important. Do we reduce costs? Of course. Because when we look from a profit first perspective of what's going on in your business and get you to look as well, what you'll find is that it might be as simple as things have crept up on you. Okay, if we go to home, I always talk about streaming services at home. Do you really need 6 or 43 streaming services? We spend most of our time going through the button trying to find something to watch. Okay, so you don't really need them. But what might happen is, you get one streaming service and then you see advertised a show on another. So you go and hop onto that because you get it. And then the way things are done with subscriptions nowadays, it's on purpose that you then forget about that bill coming out. And we talk about the Netflix price, what's low enough that it doesn't, you don't really notice it coming out. Then you see a show on another streaming service and then you go and hook onto that. And you start watching that. And again, the pricing's such that as it just comes out of your bank account, you might not notice it so much. And that's what happens with the business, that you have subscriptions in there, but you also have other spending that takes place and you don't know about it. In my book, I talk about a client who was spending $400 a week and they did not know what they were spending it on. They couldn't work it out. So they just cut back on, we need to know what we're doing. And that's what Profit First does for you. It actually highlights where you're spending money so you can cut out the things that are unnecessary, look at what you can reduce. Sometimes it might mean that we look at you need to actually up your spending or introduce spending in areas. But it is not about cutting everything to the bone. It's about making you more profit. And what would you rather do? Have 6 streaming services and no profit, or 4 streaming services and the profit from those other 2? It's a simple decision like that. Because guess what? You can switch them off and switch them on again as you need them. We look at that same sort of behaviours in your business.